Oh, hello, friend. Well, hello.
I'm the boss.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Would you like to stay for the meeting? Yes. It's okay with me.
I'm a Japanese Yomiuri newspaper company from the Washington correspondent. My question is about the Strait of Hormuz. Did you ask other G7 nations to send military force? And what specifically are you asking of Japan? Or
Where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
From where?
Japan. And is military support?
I just left your prime minister. Japan's doing very well. She's my biggest fan, I have to tell you.
And military support is no longer necessary.
Yeah, but what do you want to know? Go ahead, just tell me. What do you want to know?
Yeah, my question is, did you ask other G7 nations to send military force? And what specifically are you asking of Japan?
To send the Air Force? For what?
Yeah, so we asked any country to send military force.
Oh, other countries, not just Japan. No, I don't need. We don't need it. Oh, by the way, they all want to do it. They all want to do it. Every single one of them. They want to go be a part of it now. Not while the war was going on. I was a little disappointed. Japan has offered to get involved, but I mean, I'll be honest. Japan was not willing to get involved during the war. I asked her. I said, "You want to get involved a little bit?" I didn't put the heavy sell on, but they said, "No, we don't want to get involved." Nobody did.
Sign the MOU?
It's signed, yeah. It's signed. I signed it in Versailles. My whole life is all about deals. That's all I ever did is make deals. And crazy things happen with deals. I've gone into deals where it's a guarantee. No way it can not be signed, and it doesn't get signed. And I've gone into deals that you have no chance of making, and they go like nothing. Because every time we talked about the possibility of peace, the stock market shot up like a rocket ship. It never went down. What do you think, Scott? Is the stock market more brilliant than you?
No, sir.
Oh, that's a terrible statement. Like, we're going to settle, it would go up. And every time we said something negative, like, guess what, we're not going to be able to settle, it would go down very big, Peter, very, very big. Tells you something.
این متن الان میتونیم بگیم که رسما نهایی شده به خاطر اینکه دو طرف امضا کردن.
این 300 میلیارد دلار رو در حوزه سرمایه گذاری در اینجا بیاریم. اینم برای این کار بخشی از این صرف خسارت ها و بازسازی های ما خواهد شد.
We don't have to give them anything. But some people may want to invest. Like, what are you going to do? Say you can never, ever invest in a country? I mean, it's pretty tough. They need investment because we did $1.5 trillion, maybe $2 trillion worth of damage. So somebody's going to have to help them out. There's no guarantee about helping them out. And could be their neighbors will help them out a little bit. I don't know.
You've been clear, President Trump, the United States is not going to directly pay Iran. But the U.S. is going to let the Iranians start making billions of dollars, selling oil, accessing this reconstruction fund.
Only if they're doing things right. Peter, only if we're not doing anything. We're not putting up money. If they're doing things right, if people want to invest, they can invest. But they had this $300 million fund. It's only $300 million fund. It's only if they're doing things right. Remember this also. When you talk about billions of dollars, they've had much more than $1 trillion worth of damage done. They got a long way. There'll be 15 to 20 years to rebuild what they have right now. So they have to behave themselves. If they're not behaving, they get hit again. You know, they'll be hit again because we can do it very easily. I want to thank China, President Xi. I was with him, and he stayed neutral, totally neutral, and I appreciate it. And I would want to thank Vladimir Putin. He was very neutral.
What the difference is between giving Iran U.S. dollars and unfreezing U.S. dollars for
Well, the unfreezing, that's an easy one to answer. We have taken a lot of their money, and we have their money. We have taken their money. It's not our money, it's their money, and we froze it. At a certain point in time, I guess we're going to have to give it back. You know, if we didn't give it back, nobody would ever invest in the dollar again. I said to Scott, why do we keep their money? What the hell are we giving it back to them? They don't want to have a little conflict with somebody and end up having the United States just take their money.
A wise man once said in January of 2020, Iran never won a war, but never lost a negotiation. That wise man.
Who said that?
Donald Trump.
Oh, that's what I thought you were going to say.
So how do you go back to the United States and convince a skeptical American public that this deal
Well,
is a
look,
win?
here they lost militarily, okay? Please. You're from ABC. You're fake news. Go ahead.
Will U.S. sanctions snap back immediately if
They
there
could,
is a delay
yeah.
or collapse in the talks? Any safeguard in this deal to prevent Iran from charging what they say could be fees after the 60-day extension?
The thing that's going to stop them from doing that, because you can't cover everything in a document, is common sense. They don't want to get bombed. They don't want to get hit.
If they come back after the signing of this and say they want to continue to have a civilian nuclear program,
Yeah.
is that acceptable to you?
Well, I've said to them always, I say, look, you have probably the third largest oil reserves in the world. What the hell do you need nuclear for? It is a little hard, though, when you say that somebody wants it, other people have it, other adjoining states have it, and you're not letting them have it for purposes of electricity and things like that. It's always a little tough. You have to use a little common sense.
And you've been saying all week that this deal permanently prevents Iran from getting a nuclear weapon, but the drafts of the deal that have been floating around barely mention Iran's nuclear program. So can you explain how exactly the deal achieves that goal?
When I say permanently, it should be permanently. But if it's not permanently, we will bomb them.
So you're threatening to bomb Iran if they don't comply, but there's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be. What else am I going to do? Am I going to say I'm going to take you to court? No, we're going to bomb the hell out of them if they violate the agreement. I don't want them to. They have to have some because other people have some. You got to have some. You shouldn't let them have any missile. I said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to let Saudi Arabia have missiles, but they can't have them? Yes, sir. It doesn't work that way, you know. They hurt a little location, but they don't blow up the planet.
One of the goals of Epic Fury, you said going into it, was to destroy Iran's ballistic missiles and its capabilities to build more.
Yeah.
Why is it acceptable to you now that they keep some of that capability? And Iran is...
What are they keeping? What are they keeping? They have less than other nations now. We knocked out probably 84, 85% of their missiles. The rest of them are underground. They can't even get them out.